Have you ever wondered why Alzheimer's and dementia is suddenly so much on the increase? Well, you might think it's in the genes, but it's not. Less than 1% is in the genes. And what that means is that 99% is something else. And that something else is something you can do something about. And it all breaks down to four main drivers. And I call them the four horsemen of the mental health apocalypse. The important point is that Alzheimer's is preventable. It's a disease, and it's driven largely by four factors that are directly under your control. I call them the four horsemen of the mental health apocalypse. They are brain fats, B vitamins, sugar, and antioxidants. Now, brain fats includes omega-3. Your brain is literally built out of it. And also, something you might not have heard of, phospholipids. Both are rich in seafoods and eggs, and also vitamin D. In the winter, you have to supplement it. B vitamins, especially B6, B12, and folate. Folate, foliage, think greens. If you lack these, it drives up something called homocysteine, which is a toxic amino acid that directly damages your brain and your arteries. It's a big risk factor for both dementia, heart disease, and stroke. Number 3 is too much sugar. Ironically, when you eat too much glucose, which is the fuel for the brain, what happens is you become increasingly resistant to the effects of insulin, which is the hormone that drives the glucose into your brain. And the net effect is you end up with a poor supply of glucose to the brain. That gives you brain fog and forgetfulness and a craving for sugar. Now, all this energy that's being produced in the brain from burning glucose creates exhaust fumes. These exhaust fumes are called oxidants, and they age both your body and your brain. That's why the skin gets wrinkly. And in nature, antioxidants have colors. So it's those brightly colored foods like the oranges, the carrot, butternut, squash, the strong yellows like turmeric and mustard, and the blues and purples, the blueberries and beetroots and black currants, all those berries, and the strong greens, asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, all those greens are absolutely fantastic. And if you have a high intake of these, it literally halves your future risk of dementia. Vitamin C is one of the most potent of all the antioxidants, and it is well worth supplementing every day. So those are the four horsemen. Brain fats, eat seafood, supplement omega-3, eat eggs, rich in phospholipids, have vitamin D supplements, especially in the winter. Sugar, avoid it as much as you can. Refined carbohydrates, stick to whole foods, naturally rich in fiber. B vitamins, they're both in greens, that is the folate, the foliage, greens and beans, but B12 is only in animal produce. A lot of people absorb it very poorly. It's well worth supplementing B6, B12, and folate, especially in the form of methylfolate as you age. And finally, have a big intake of fruits and vegetables, herbs and spices, brightly colored food, and supplements of vitamin C. Those four are going to make such a big difference to your brain and your energy and reduce dramatically your risk of cognitive decline. It's under your control. You are the architect of your own brain's future destiny.